Police and TRA seize banned cosmetics in Morogoro. Muhimbili National Hospital has done 47 kidney transplant operations. And in sports, SportPesa hands over to Simba 50 million after qualifying in Chan and 100 million for winning the Mainland Premier League Championship. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Vanessa Victor. Let's start with the national news. The police force in Morogoro region, in collaboration with Tanzania Revenue Authority, have seized a consignment of banned cosmetics smuggled into the country from Zambia. The banned products were found at Chamwino area along the Iringa-Morogoro road after police were informed on the suspect cargo, which was found hidden in boxes.
Watuhumiwa hao wote wameujiwa.
All subjects have been questioned and they confess that the products were loaded the moment the lorry crossed the border into Tanzania, in Tunduma, coming from Zambia. The vehicle, together with the consignment, is in our custody and further investigation is ongoing, working with TRA and TBS, so legal measures can be taken against the accused. They will be fined not more than $5,000. The second offense they've carried out is to tamper with the seal. This consignment is on transit from Zambia through our port heading to China. When the goods arrive in Tunduma, we put our seal so that there is no tampering. Tampering with a seal is a legal offense, and the fine is not more than $2,500.
Muhimbili National Hospital has continued to carry out kidney transplants, with the latest statistics showing 47 patients having undergone kidney transplants and 300 waiting to have transplants.
The operation was a success. We operated on Saturday and Sunday. Today our patients are doing great. They are able to walk and eat without assistance. They are free to go home. Donors are also doing well. There have been no complications. In the world, and more so in the Sahara region, 10% of the population suffer from kidney complications. In Tanzania, in the northeastern region, a survey was carried out on the population and it was discovered that around 7% had this problem. What needs to be done is to recognize its existence. Nonetheless, more patients are now able to receive care because the government, through the Ministry of Health, has trained more experts on this field who are now working across the country. I had a liver donated to me by my mother. I'm grateful that I'm doing well. I ask others not to be scared to donate. I feel so much better.
And the government has commended investors of Kagera Sugar Factory for increasing sugar plantations, production of sugar by using modern equipment, as well as creating employment for more than 6,000 Tanzanians. This was said by the Executive Director of Tanzania Investment Center, TIC, Geoffrey Mwambe, during a tour at Kagera Sugar Factory.
The Kagera Sugar Factory has distinguished itself as being a one-of-a-kind sugar factory. It has gained a reputation for coming up with solutions via the use of machines. I hope that you can see that the factory now uses state-of-the-art machines. For a long time now, the factory has also set itself the target of increasing production to 170,000 tons. I would like to say that the factory also uses huge and modern generators. In addition, The factory also uses a modern irrigation system.
Imetutia changamoto kubwa watu wote wa Kagera Sugar na mkoa wa Kagera.
The building of the bridge between Misenyi and Karagwe districts has solved a lot of challenges for us here at the factory and in Kagera region as a whole. Since it was the President's directive for us to build that bridge, we had to show that we were indeed carrying out his order with concrete actions. This is why a lot of people have come here today to witness what was going on. First of all, they have come here to assess the progress of the building of the bridge. However, we here at the factory have not waited for the bridge to be completely built. Once we saw that work had started on the building of the bridge, we started to create a design for the expansion of the farms in which sugarcane, which is grown, is used by the factory.
And Christina Frederick, a student from the University of Dar es Salaam, has won the Kesho Leo Science Slam, which saw 8 students from various universities showcasing their innovations at the National Museum in Dar es Salaam. The competition was organized by Deutsche Welle in collaboration with ITV and Radio 1, as well as with the College on Natural and Allied Sciences at the University of Dar es Salaam.
We use a type of glue that would make dye not run out. Usually, we use cotton or sisal to make fabrics, which both materials are white in color. To change it to a certain color, chemicals are used. This glue doesn't make clothes fade.
Tunataka sisi vijana wetu waweze kuangalia kile ambacho kinatuzunguka.
We want our youth to see what surrounds us, but use it to make scientific innovations. This is a common practice in many countries. We believe so and has been the case here at home. However, as a media house, we've not yet had a chance to allow our scientists to showcase their inventions. Nonetheless, we agreed with DW when we started the Today Tomorrow program that it will be translated in Kiswahili so that viewers could understand the concept behind Today Tomorrow. In a nutshell, Today Tomorrow means that you look at what surrounds us today for tomorrow's innovation.
Very proud to be with you together on this Kesho Leo Science Slam, and especially as ITV and Deutsche Welle go back a very long time. Some of you might not even have been born by then, but hey, 2001 I can fully remember. It was a great year. It was the year when we started to cooperate in radio and television.
And the SADC Industrial Week is expected to start on Monday with more than 1,000 participants confirming to take part. The event comes prior to the Southern Africa Development Community SADC Summit, which will take place between the 17th and 18th of August this year.
Zanzibarians have received this week well and are getting ready to come and fully participate in this exhibition. As you know, in Zanzibar there is a lack of manufactured products, although there are business owners who make small items who will be attending the Industrial Week during the SADC meeting. I urge other entrepreneurs to come and take part because this is a rare opportunity.
Tuweze kupiga hatua kutoka hapa tulipo ili tupige hatua nyingine.
The Minister of Energy, Dr. Medad Kalemani, has directed contractors tasked with distribution of electricity from the Rural Energy Agency to ensure all houses are connected with electricity. He gave the directive when he launched the rare third phase distribution project in Mwasonga area, Kigamboni District, Dar es Salaam.
There will be electricity in all these areas. We ask the people of Kigamboni to grab this opportunity. Electricity will be affordable.
Sasa hivi ni fursa ya kwenda
We must now focus on getting electricity. Let us do wiring in our houses. Rare electricity only costs 27,000 shillings, while that from TANESCO is more than 300,000. Electricity for Kisarawe 2 in Kigamboni has not yet reached us, but I'm sure now that we shall soon be connected. I ask everyone to show cooperation.
The police force, in collaboration with other defense and security forces, are prepared to ensure security is strengthened so that the 39th Southern Africa Development Community SADC Summit is held in a peaceful environment. This was said in Dar es Salaam by the Commissioner of Operations, CP Liberatus Sabas, when speaking about the summit, which will be attended by leaders of 16 SADC member countries.
Recently, we allowed buses to travel at night. However, after some consideration, we've decided that for some areas, this will not be allowed just yet until we are adequately prepared, as far as security is concerned. Previously, buses traveling from Dar es Salaam to Kigoma stopped overnight in Kahama and set off the next day. This arrangement will continue.
And the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Hussein Bashe, has expressed dissatisfaction on maize seed prices charged on farmers, which he claimed were too high. While visiting Nane Nane Fair pavilions in Simiyu region, he directed seed agents to use prices which were friendly to farmers, majority of whom are smallholder farmers.
One of the challenges farmers face is on cost. This should be our focus. We must look how the cost of seeds can be lowered and how we can do seed multiplication at least 3 times in a season. Our price is quite affordable. For instance, rice seeds we sell at 2,500 shillings per kilogram. A farmer would need 15 kilograms per hectare, harvesting at least 30 to 45 sacks of rice. This bunch weighs 75 kilograms and this type is disease resistant.
That's all for national news. International news is next. News. The border between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo has been reopened a few hours after it was shut due to the Ebola outbreak in Goma, where there are reports of confirmed deaths.
They should open the border so that everyone can go about their business in Rwanda. They should not close the border. We do not want to starve. They just want us to struggle. There are no jobs here, no farms. If we do not go to Rwanda, there are food items we cannot get. Yesterday, they did not tell us they were closing the border when they usually do tell us. We found out this morning when we arrived here that they have shut the border due to Ebola.
And Burundi's Cabinet of Ministers has approved a project to establish a ban for the youth. Government spokesperson Prosper Ntahorwaniye said the bank has a starting capital of 10 billion francs.
La jeunesse burundaise fait face à de nombreux défis de la vie.
Youth in Burundi face many challenges in their lives related to population increase and difficulty in reaching the set financial systems. Creation of a bank for youth is due to the government's intention to help with social and economic projects and resolve the many issues they face. It is the responsibility of youth to come up with projects that can boost employment and especially help them as youth contribute to the nation.
And civil society organizations and human rights stakeholders in Uganda have called on the government and legal department to establish a special court which will deal with human trafficking cases.
We have people who are waiting on remand up to pre-trial remand up to 5 years. I'm not ashamed to say this because it's a fact which is terrible. Now, it is both bad for the accused, but it's worse for the victim of crime to be reminded of what happened to you 5 years ago. Then these special courts would also help in having special facilities. For instance, children or girls or women who have been trafficked may not come face to face with the accused person like we do in our traditional courts. The government should come in and have a center where these victims can be rehabilitated, they can be counseled.
Lamu and Tana River counties along the coast of Kenya have started to implement a strategy to allocate land for farming and livestock keeping in order to end disputes between farmers and livestock keepers.
If you can begin to implement this special plan, the country commissioner will support you and we will give you officers. Let's open the basic corridors because soon Lamu Port will be exporting livestock. Where do you think they will pass? The farms must be respected and the grazing corridor protected. If someone farms at a grazing corridor, that person must leave despite the investment made there.
And that is all for international news, but do stay with us. We'll be back with business news after this break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand.
You must quickly think how cost effective are you going to be.
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back and in business news. Gator has collected a record 300 kilograms of gold in a period of 7 months, making the total gold collected and sold to 960 kg since the market was opened in April this year by the Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa.
Based on the reports I received yesterday, the markets have made history in the gold mineral sector in terms of revenue for the month of July, which is 305 kilograms.
Pamoja na ufunguzi wa soko hili, kwanza kabisa napenda nimshukuru mwenyekiti mkuu wa mkoa.
I want to thank the regional commissioner for opening this market. It helps my clients to have a place to sell.
Several investors from Hong Kong, who are among a group of 120 tourists visiting various tourist attractions in the country, have met in Arusha with investors and stakeholders of tourism to look into areas of cooperation within the sector.
20 companies from these tourists from Hong Kong have been able to meet with over 35 Tanzanian companies. We have spoken to some of them. They have showed that they are ready to enter into an agreement with Tanzanian entrepreneurs and invest in various sectors here. A president of one of the companies was explaining the importance of training our youth in tourism, and he has helped along with our regional honorary ambassador Dr. Ann Woon to take youth to study tourism in Hong Kong. They also spoke on other matters which must use experts to research on the importance of having areas where the animals can be better viewed.
Wanyama wanaonekana kirahisi zaidi.
Business Registrations and Licensing Agency BRELA started implementing an electronic system which provides business information from in and out of the country. This was revealed at the Farmers' Fair, also known as Nane Nane, taking place at Nyakabindi grounds in Bariadi District, Simiyu region.
According to our system, when a client uses the BRELA system, they will be required to pay either through the bank, services like Tigo Pesa and M-Pesa. Our system has been joined with the Government Payment Collection System, GEPD. All of our services right now can be found online through the online registration system. We formalize businesses in the country, and anyone who wants to start a business must pass through us.
And that's where we leave off with business news, but sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lynn.
And in sports news, Simba Sports Club have been handed a cheque of 50 million shillings by Sport Pesa after qualifying for the quarter-finals of the African Nations Championships, CHAN, and 100 million shillings for becoming the mainland Premier League champions last season.
Tungependa tuwapongeze wachezaji wa Simba Sports Club, viongozi na benchi lao la ufundi.
The management of Yanga has launched the new jersey to be worn by the team during the 2019-2020 Premier League season. This launch comes a few days prior to the climax of Wananchi Day on Sunday, which will witness a friendly game between Sport Pesa winners Kariobangi from Kenya against Yanga.
This indicates many things, some of which are historical. They are things that have made Sports Pesa happy to collaborate with young Africans.
Yametufanya Sport Pesa tujisikie fahari kubwa sana kuwa pamoja na Young Africans.
Zote na wapenzi wote.
Since we made our pledges when campaigning, it has not been 3 months since we entered the position, and one of our goals was to oversee good management and diligence.
Mercedes Lewis Hamilton headed Red Bull's Max Verstappen and Ferrari Sebastian Vettel in a tight first practice at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Here are more details.
Hamilton was 0.165 seconds ahead of the Dutchman. Vettel, who set his time with Ferrari's latest aerodynamic upgrade, was just 0.001 seconds behind the Red Bull. Red Bull's Pierre Gasly was fourth quickest at 0.449 seconds off the pace. Valtteri Bottas missed the entire session when Mercedes had to change his engine after discovering a misfire. That is a blow to the Finn, who last weekend let a golden opportunity to cut Hamilton's championship lead significantly slip when he crashed late in the race at a stage when the Briton was out of the points.
And Brazil captain as well as right back Dani Alves has joined Sao Paulo on a free transfer. Here is more.
Dani Alves left Paris Saint-Germain during the summer and joins the club he supports on a deal until December 2022. Sao Paulo referred to signing the most victorious player in the history of football, Alves being the only player to win 40 trophies across club and international competition. He has not played club football in Brazil since 2002 with Bahia.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. On behalf of everyone who worked to prepare this bulletin for you, my name is Vanessa Victor. Thank you for watching. Have a good night and a good weekend.
It's Culinary Delights every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on Capital Television.